It's day 2 of Drifting the Plains 4. We are out here trying to figure out what's going on with the Miata. But I already started doing some stuff on the Miata. I got the plugs back out. I'm going to do kind of like a wet test with the compression. I don't have a compression tester here to actually test compression on cylinder 4. I already basically know it's low on that cylinder or something's going on there. So I'm just going to try a couple of things to see if I can get it to fire. There's plenty of spark there. I know there's fuel going in the cylinder. It must be something with compression. Cylinders 1, 2, and 3 are fine. I'm not going to worry about those. So I just took like a cap full of oil and put it into cylinder 4 just to kind of help reseal the rings if there's something going on with the rings, or otherwise there might be something going on with the valves. I'm not sure. I'm not taking the engine apart here at the track. If I can't get it figured out just the way it's sitting, we'll have to call it a weekend, but that is not the goal. I want to try my best to get this thing running to compete at the last points event here. So we're gonna get into it and see if we can get this thing to run. Quick update. So I took it out to the burnout box a little bit. I didn't do any burnouts or donuts or anything like that. I just wanted to see if I could get it to clear out a little bit. So when you get up into boost in like second gear and you just floor it, it clears out and it seems like it's fine. You know, keyword there, it seems like it is. It's still got a misfire when it's just idling or low RPM. So we're gonna go out for a practice lap and see if it can perform. It's just misfiring kind of funny, and potentially we can get it to clear itself out. But with low compression, as a possibility in cylinder 4. I don't know that it will clear out, but the plan of attack here is go out for the first session and try and be like one of the first cars out. Go out to grid, shut the car off so it's not running, so it's not loading up that cylinder with fuel, because last night it was flooding the cylinder a little bit. Then basically go out for the lap, come off track, shut it down. So we're trying not to run too much heat into the engine, and we're not trying to abuse it too much so we don't have something catastrophic fail. And then same thing would go for like competition, trying to get some points today. So do a practice lap, see how it feels. If it doesn't feel good, or if something just feels off, we won't compete, we'll just shut it down. But if it seems like it's gonna perform and it'll work when it clears out, we'll try and do the same thing for comp. We'll go out grid, shut it down, wait till we have to actually get up and compete, and then basically go out there, try and keep it cleared out, keep the RPMs up a little bit. Otherwise you'll go up to the line and it'll be misfiring really bad, and it'll look bad because people will be like, man, it don't sound right. Then when you get in boost, it'll clear out. So yeah, that's kind of the plan, and that's what we'll try and do today. All right, we're gonna go out for a practice. I'm gonna leave the car off as long as possible until I have to start it, just to keep that cylinder dry. I'm going out for a 4-car tandem. I am car number 3. We'll all do kind of a little bit of distance to play it safe. If it doesn't seem like it's gonna work, a friend generously offered to let me drive her convertible 350Z. I've never driven a Z before, but she was generously offering that as an option. So we're gonna try this out first. If it really seems like it's not gonna go, I'll maybe take her up on that offer. Way too hot there. I tapped John's rear bumper. Shut it down and take a look. I don't know. Yeah, a little bit, but I powered through a little bit too much. I bumped you a little bit. Yeah.
so that first lap was a little interesting. We came into the sweeper corner just a little bit narrower on the inside, and I kind of got choked out. I ended up smacking my driver rear fender on the back passenger fender of John's Corvette. Sorry, John. It's not damaged or anything real bad, it's just a little bit of a crinkle. We're gonna run this practice lap, and then I'm gonna hop into Jess's Z. I just don't want to push this thing too hard and have something else happen to it. It's going to be quite a nuisance trying to start and stop this thing so much. I don't want to put too much stress on the engine. So we'll run this one more time, and hopefully it runs fine, but I'm going to park it after this. I don't want to hurt the engine. Really good when it's in boost. I don't know what to do. All right, with the car feeling the way it is, I might just call it for right now. I'm gonna run Jess's Z. So it's set up pretty similar to my car. It snaps really fast, inline hydro. It's just NA, but it has about a similar power as my car. I'm gonna set up the roll bar mount and a mount on the windshield. Bumped the bash bar. I didn't hit you though. I was able to tail it in. You're wheeling now. Yeah, I hit right here. Broke your light.
I want to do that, sorry.
Alright, well, interesting chain of events here. John ended up kind of backing into the wall and it sent a tie rod out on his vet. So I'm pretty sure he's going to run the Z. I'm going to hop back in the Miata. I backed the bash bar into the wall as well, so I didn't smash into his car. So yeah, it's very interesting. This is very complicated, interesting event so far. So we're going to hop in the Miata, get a couple laps, let it cool down, and run it for comp. Just going for it.
heading over to grid. I pulled a 32 for a chip. I am a top 64 battle. I believe I am the first battle against Dom in the yellow Corvette. I battled him at DTP2. I know he's a consistent driver, so I can just throw it in as hard as I can, and I know he's going to be where he needs to be in the zones.
All right, we've got our first competitors ready to get on the course. Go. Been waiting for this one since DTP number 2. We got Tucker Tenham out of South Rapids in the white Miata. Gonna line up against Tom Crocker out of Fargo, the yellow C6 Corvette. They lined up, I believe it was a DTP number 2. Little controversy with the judging. It all got sorted out.
I got the win on that.
Bring us to our first battle of our top 32. We've got the green 350 van from Nassau West Fargo. We're going to line up against Tucker Tenham.
got the win on that one. In my lead, I dropped tire, I think at least one time for sure, coming out of the scoreboard corner in that very far outer zone. He dropped a tire a couple more times than me. I got a little farther deeper into outer 2, I believe. I kind of felt like I did, I don't know. But I'm just trying to get the temps coming down. It's down farther than what it normally would be, but out on the track it went really hot. It is a hot day out here, pushing this car so hard. I just poured some water on the radiator to try and help cool it down. The fans are going. I got a fan pointed in through the intercooler as well. Hopefully get that air intake temperature down a little bit, and also the radiator to come down. I got a little bit of time. They still have the whole right side of the bracket to go through, so we'll just try and cool it down as best as we can. Just sitting there idling in line for too long it's heat soaking the crap out of this thing. So yeah, we'll do our best to cool it down and we'll go back out. I got the win on that one, so we're going into top 16.
This is our first top 16 battle.
So I got knocked out top 16. His lead was kind of tricky to follow. He didn't really fill the first outer zone very well, but I was still trying to cut a little bit of line just to stay with him. He ended up like smashing into me way harder than he needed to. Like, he was pushing me to the outer clip. But I mean, that's the risk we take. Hopefully my window's not broken. I didn't hear any crunch, but I'm gonna check that real quick. My window is fine. It just hit really low. So yeah, it pushed it in a little bit. So I got marks on both sides. It took paint off, so that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll see what we got for points after they Seagull's been putting it up there, writing it by hand just so everyone can see where they're finishing out. So I doubt that I stayed up in the top, but we'll see. But it was overall pretty good. I didn't expect to even be able to drive the car today. So yeah, we made it a lot farther than I was thinking we would with missing a cylinder. So yeah, the car is pretty hot right now. We'll cool it down again, and then we're probably not going to stick around the rest of the evening. It's just going to be hot, and tomorrow is going to be even worse. Well, that'll about wrap it up for Drifting the Plains 4 and the DTP series for 2023. We still have one more event this year at the end of the month, so I gotta try and figure out what's going on with the injector or cylinder 4 in general. Have a few battle scars from today. Kind of rippled the fender up here, smacked the corner panel, kind of down low towards the light. And then also got a pretty hefty tire mark over on this side as well that also put a little dent. All of which I can try and push out so that it's not a forever dent there. So yeah, that'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.